I, Vampire number 18, written by Joshua Helfialkov, art by Fernando Blanco. So last issue, Kane is trying to bring back his girlfriend. Andrew killed John, and Tig just beheaded Mary. So we have this narration inside, I believe, by Kane. It's basically saying like, hey, I'm a big believer in love. I believe that love conquers all and love is magical. So I'm just trying to get back my lover. Is that so hard? And we see everybody basically dealing with their own stuff. Andrew is super pissed off that Tig just killed Mary. John and Deborah are coming down to see, and John Constantine, is coming down to see what is going on in the basement along with Kane. And they see that the portals have been opened and Kane is basically telling all of the souls in hell, hey, everyone come on, bring me my Lilith. I need Lilith right now. And we cut back to the fight between Andrew and Tig. Tig is now trying to kill Andrew because she found out that he's the one who killed her father and she is not taking it well. And Andrew is also not taking well the fact that Mary is dead. So they are locked in a battle. They turn into their werewolf forms. And Andrew's like, I did so much for you. I gave you the world over and over, and you never quite understood your place in it, Tig. So please let me show you. And we see that he basically rips out her throat, and she tells him, I killed your bitch. That's enough for me. So yeah, Andrew kills Tig, pretty much. So then we cut back to Kane, and Kane's like, hey, I don't see Lilith in all of the damned souls. What's going on? And Constantine's like, in my guess, she turned into dust. And vampires don't have souls. So, yeah, you ain't going to be able to find her. And then Constantine sees floating in the middle of these portals, both up and down, is this brick. And he's like, wait a minute, is that what I think it is? And the one book guy's like, yeah, it's a brick from the Tower of Babel. And it's like, oh, cool. So what you guys did is you opened up a portal to heaven and hell. And you guys are, and it's like, oh yeah, we're working with Andrew. And it's like, right, you guys are idiots. That's what you are. And Charles is like, I'm the greatest magician who ever lived. And the guy's like, I keep the books. And he's like, yeah, no, you guys are idiots. See, here's the thing. Portals to hell and portals to heaven open like all the time. Like probably more than they should. But they don't ever open like this because you guys have these portals linked to each other. It's tearing a hole in reality. And Deborah steps up like, okay, so how do we shut it off? And Constantine's like, I don't know. I have no idea how to shut this off. This seems pretty permanent to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock the doors to the House of Mystery, and I'm going to send this house to another dimension, and they can deal with whatever hole in reality is going to do to them. So you have until I finish my cigarette if you want to try to figure a way out of this. Peace. And so he just like disappears into dust, and Deborah's like, okay, vampire guys, how do we want to fix this? And everyone's like, I mean, I could go for a bite to eat. Anybody else want to have a snack? And Deborah's like, oh, come on, guys, seriously? And Andrew shows up behind being like, hey, it looks like you're all alone, Deborah. All your friends have left you. Now I can either let them eat you or I can turn you. And I remember you were a very sexy girl vampire, which we are missing quite a few of nowadays. And Deborah says, I will kill you. And he's like, fair enough. Let's eat, boys. So at that point, though, one of them chimes up like, hey, real quick, they were saying something about tearing a hole in reality. Are we destroying the world? And Andrew's like, yeah. What about it? And I was like, well, you kind of said that we could rule the world. That was the thing we were going for. We wanted power. And it's like, no, we're destroying the world. Would you guys just listen to directions for once in your life? And so they start attacking Andrew because, he was lied to them. He told them not to. But then Deborah manages to get knocked out from one of the magic beams. And Andrew steps up and it's just like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and kill you now, Deborah. And then we can see what happens after that. But then turns out Tig didn't die. She was very wounded, but she didn't die. And she manages to tear at the throat of Andrew. And Andrew throws her aside into the other two guys. And Kane's just like, hey, I'm also here. And wow, Andrew, you've got a lot of power. What? I remember you being so much of a little prissy boy. What's going on? And he's like, oh, well, I absorbed the souls of all the vampires. And he's like, I'm sorry, you said all the vampires? Oh, well, that answers my question then. And then he starts pulling all the souls of the vampires out of Andrew, puts them into a big old energy ball. And he's like, There you are, Lilith. I knew you were here. I knew I could get you. But of course, then the portals link up and reality starts tearing apart. And Kane's like, well, this isn't going to end well. I would like some more time with Lilith. You, book guy, how do we stop this? And he's like, I don't know. I don't think we can. And Deborah steps up like, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Constantine said this isn't going to work. And so Kane's like, well, if I'm going to die, I'm going to do it with my lover. So he takes the big ball of energy and throws it into Tig. And Tig seemingly dies like for real, but her body is repurposed into Lilith. And Lilith's like, oh, my love, I knew you would restore me. So they share an embrace. The portal explodes outwards. The book guy straight up dissolves. Kane starts dissolving, and Lilith and him are embracing. Magic guy puts up a bubble. Deborah's using the shield to defend herself, which apparently the magic's letting him do. And Andrew comes to, and he's like, oh, wait, what happened? What's going on? She's like, oh my God, you're the real Andrew. You're back again. And she kisses him. And he's like, oh no, I remember Mary and John and portal. I got to try to stop this. This is the best I can do. And so he lunges at the portal to stop it. But then a figure inside literally bitch slaps him away. And stepping out of it is Mary. And Mary's like, you have cost me everything I ever wanted, Andrew. You're not going to take away my martyrdom as well. And as she steps out, she's like totally naked and Andrew's staring. And we just get one last panel of Deborah being like, I'm standing right here, man. Come on. So, yeah, one more issue of this. Next issue is the final issue. I am going to miss this book so much. I love it. As for this one, there's not much to really say. It's setting up for the big final thing. I liked that they didn't technically beat Kane. Kane maybe they'll beat him back next issue, but Kane in this particular one is just like, nah, I'm still here. I just wanted my wife. So, yeah, no, it's all around solid stuff. They're killing off characters. They're setting it up so this is actually a final confrontation. That's the thing. I feel like when you have this much of a corner of the universe that's removed from everything else, you can kill off these characters and they feel like they'll stay dead. It doesn't feel like there's just going to be, by the time this book is done, a reset button where, oh, it turns out nobody died. It's like, no, these people will remain dead. This book has consequences, and it's so rare to get that in mainline continuity of any sort of comic book. I appreciate it where I can get it. Art style, again, looks great. Still would have preferred Sorrentino, but who wouldn't, honestly? So overall, I'm going to give this one I'm going to give it an 8.5. It did a good job of managing to get Andrew back onto the good path without it feeling corny. Where it was like, Kane can control this ability, and so he just took it off of Andrew for his own self-serving needs. Not to make Andrew good, but that was just the consequence of it. I like it. I really do. So 8.5.